But then I got this comment yesterday telling me that an alt-right YouTuber, smudboy, had used that video in its entirety for his channel.
Hey, I know that guy. He likes BioWare games. He defends Andromeda, defends the Legendary Edition because bugs happen, man. It's a fact. Doesn't get exposition, doesn't get cryogenics to the point of starting multiple comments like he's trying to prove something. Compared going to the Andromeda Galaxy to going to the moon.
We choose to go to the moon.
It's like one of my Japanese BioWare games.
Doesn't know what Mary Sue's are, or what Deus Ex's are, or what ice is.
Helium-3, water, ice, and element 0.
I'm sure this guy is intelligent and completely unbiased when he calls me an alt-right YouTuber. And Pillar of Garbage should believe everything he says. Anyway, homeboy, here we go.
And if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. So let's get ready, okay? Hey, hey, hey!
Smudboy's channel is a bigger one than mine, but he didn't feel the need to ask permission to reuse my content, or even to let me know as a courtesy.
Watching and talking about a YouTube video is not illegal. Where has this guy been in the past 17 years? All right, probably being born yesterday.
That's a good thing.
And reading one book over and over and over and over. Hey, wait a second. Oh yeah, I did cover that video before. I wonder why I forgot. Oh, right.
My name is Joe Biden. I love intellectual garbage.
So hey, heads up there, buddy. I did a video of yours back in March. I guess Exile Studios never told you. Or you didn't do any research. Guess it only matters when you're defending a black chick.
And finally tonight, we explore Robert De Niro's unconventional taste in women.
You know what, let's just read.
In fact, the only time I'd seen Smudboy's name before this point was in the comment section of that video, where in lieu of letting me know about his little project, he threw a bunch of hopelessly vague criticisms my way.
Bad news! What?
Hopelessly vague though simple and completely reasonable criticisms I'm going to ignore.
It's delayed.
Oh no! Anyway.
If my words were hopelessly vague, why did Pog respond to them? How? Look, he did here. He even quoted me. He asked a question, then he did it again, because he just forgets random words maybe? I don't know. We had a discussion going. I really felt we had a connection there. Two retards seeing eye to eye. And then he went away. I just don't get it. Maybe it was something I wrote. Other people provided big responses to that thread. Maybe they also don't understand what I wrote. I don't get it either. Oh, here's even this guy I know.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark did a good job quoting Moses, just like me when Pog asked for clarification. Did Pog forget how answers work? So you guys tell me if this response on the screen is hopelessly vague criticism.
Oh, it seems reasonably self-aware to me, Commander. I'm waiting.
So maybe I was hopelessly vague. Anyway, after watching the video, I answered direct questions with direct answers from multiple comments. A lot of weird people at first, but I sure hope I didn't get misunderstood for being hopelessly vague to the point where no one could respond. I don't know, maybe I should have just asked him out for ice cream. Yeah.
Dressed up in fancy words.
I'm a really fancy boy.
Yeah, the fancy words of projection, hyperbolic, and minorities. Two words we know Pog is intimately familiar with. The third one is his raison d'etre, at least on YouTube. Oh, that's two more fancy words. Hey man, that's okay. I got mine too.
I'm an ice cream guy. Is the ice cream down that way?
And I'm so sorry you don't know what words mean.
I was going to put him
okay. I'm a retard too, but back in my day, if you don't know something, there was this thing called Google, and you can...
And then straight dipped after I pointed out the fact that he'd just misrepresented one of the things I'd said.
Is that like dipped chocolate? When did I leave the conversation? As you can see, it's right after his. Something is either wrong with Pog's YouTube studio comments, or he is manipulating his browser in some way. What the heck is that? Either way, he's wrong. Pog could have been notified of a reply on his phone or browser, because that's what YouTube does when someone hits the reply button. It's done with upvotes as well. Pog asks me,
So, you believe Moses is literally claiming that no other people of color have appeared in a Star Wars project before?
I then quote Moses directly and explain what she means is exactly what she said.
This means exactly what she said.
Because that's how words work.
My comment was in reply to the part of yours where you say, you were the only one who thinks she was being hyperbolic. The point in this video where I claim that Moses is speaking hyperbolically is responding to the no people of color section of that quote. So, I'll ask again, do you seriously think that this is literally what Moses believes? Or, do you also agree that she is speaking hyperbolically?
Pog still can't believe that he's the only one who thinks this way, that he has to ask me the same question twice. When someone says,
"You're the only one who thinks she was hyperbolic,"
then that means there's only one person who thinks that way, and that person is Pog, because that's how those words work. Yes, Moses said some dumb stuff, but according to Pog, this ridiculous series of statements have to be true for Pog's supposed projection of reality.
I had never seen the movies. I mainly just focused on the prequels.
Note that in no way did he respond with, "You've misrepresented one of my things I said," and then try to explain or show to me what I got wrong. He simply pointed to what I stated and to what Moses stated, and asked the same question twice. So here's a question to everyone, including Pog. What exactly did I misrepresent? Anyway, my reply to Pog's two questions were, which he apparently never saw. Yes, ipso facto from the horse's mouth. No, you are the only one who thinks she is being hyperbolic, which was the exact statement I made at the start. Yes, Pog, you're wrong. You are wrong logically and from evidence. Oh, and to ensure I'm not some guy who dips out of the conversation, I thought I'd ask questions to a few people on his new video. Here's me dipping out of the conversation. And here, and over here. Oh, and here too. Oh, that was a big one. Look at that one. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's Pog. He's the one dipping out of the conversation. Oh no. He double dipped even. That's twice the dips. Oh, I like that one. This one's short and sweet. And I have 10 more. I know there's even more, but I can't be bothered. Oh, here's a collage of non-white comments. Oh, that is so racist. Either way, seems like a lot of dipping going on, but it's not for me.
What seems pedantic or nitpicky to some, smudboy merely considers being a good editor. But yeah, it turns out this guy's got a YouTube channel.
Where on the About page were you triggered, Pog? He references this page a few times. I don't even know why. It's like a pattern. What is going on, buddy?
And on this channel he runs a so-called smudcast.
But everybody knows who this guy is. Come on, man. Come on.
So first I'm an alt-right with zero proof, and now a what? See, when I use the word projecting, that's a word, and it means someone's making shit up, also referred to as lying. Pog is making shit up by using his
hyperactive imagination
to frame reality in a false way, usually from a death cult lens. See? I referenced About page in context, because that's how words work. But sure, a collage is somehow racist, idiotic, and bigoted because it proves a dumb actor wrong, and that somehow makes me physically unappealing. I mean, he's not wrong, but...
Which seems to be yet another Every Frame a Pause clone. So think Discount Mauler, except this channel seems to have an even higher ceiling for just how insensitive and stupid things are allowed to get.
Okay. His name is Pillar of Garbage. We could call him a piece of crap and know nothing else, and we wouldn't be missing the mark. Pog shouldn't be surprised by any crude or synonymous word going his way. The fact he's a lying ideologue who invents narratives and doesn't understand words was proven to us multiple times. We did 2 podcasts about it. Oh, and I made a video. Your Honor, I don't remember who these people are or what they want, but I'm willing to let bygone. Oh no, words. Here's an idea. Grow a pair. It's like constantly asking your teacher for an answer, but he just doesn't give you one. So yeah, we are stupid. We have no clue what he's talking about. So would anyone who watches his crap, unless you're part of a death cult. Your brain's already turned off. Oh no, I dropped my ice cream on that green stuff. I don't have my latte with me. I guess I have to touch it in order to get a clue as to how reality works.
And B, doing some big systematic response would, I think, legitimize what Smudboy and friends are doing here. This harmful, hateful, low-effort bile disguised as media criticism.
Here's me doing a systematic response of Pog's opinions. As you can see, everything Pog said is 100% true. Always. Because I made a video criticizing him. That's how reality works, right, kids? So the Smudcast comments are false because Pog didn't address them. So by that logic, we can all agree. Since no one is going to systematically make a response to this section of the video, this is what Pog is really saying.
I'm scared of words. Just like all my meaningless opinions. Even if I would attempt to engage, I would get fucking destroyed. Like a series of stacked latte cups. All my ideas would turn into a pillar of hollow trash. Because I saw racism, bigotry and idiocy in a fucking collage.
But hey man, no one's perfect. Heck, I'm still learning too. A little bit of criticism goes a
In the first of many efforts to argue against the title of my video rather than the video itself.
A title of anything is a doorway into the soul. It sets a viewer's expectations to a certain topic. Screw that up and you're going to piss people off. Pog's video should have been called Investigating a Star Wars Reddit Post Racism Problem That I Invented from Whole Cloth Because I'm a Marxist and I Can't Think Beyond My Nose and I White Knight Black Chicks or something like that. Oh, and the subtitle would be All Collages Are Made by Racists and Thus Racist.
Star Wars isn't real, which happens to be on Earth. Smudboy doesn't seem to understand this.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things that I've ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumb for having listened.
English boy!
What's up to your whiskey?
The Brexit, stay or leave?
Leave!
In his mind, Star Wars does not and cannot intersect with the social issues of the society that created and received it, because it isn't set in our world. It's set in space. This is a point Smudboy doubles down on repeatedly, but Star Wars doesn't exist on some abstract plane, or even in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars exists as a collection of earthbound works, which influence and are influenced by society in countless ways, and which are tied inseparably to the material conditions of their production, release, and reception,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
When people talk about things like racism in Star Wars, this is what they're talking about, not fucking Twi'leks.
Sorry, who's saying what about racism in Star Wars? I can't sift through your word jungle when you don't give examples. Remember, Star Wars isn't real, yet somehow is? What? Here's Femi Taylor, a black actress who played a Twi'lek in Episode 5. You might not have thought about it, but context is important when you say shit like there's no people of color in Star Wars. Would it matter to Moses or Pog if she didn't have the green makeup on or not?
Obi-Wan is going to bring the most diversity I think we've ever seen in the galaxy before.
See the words Obi-Wan and galaxy? She's referring to the fictional galaxy that's far, far away, and not the Milky Way. Because when someone says the Milky Way, it's obviously about the ice cream. Because I'm a biased retard.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
She didn't talk about the chocolate, the malt, The swirls, the chunks. Oh, and then I put my...
To me, it's long overdue. If you've got talking droids and aliens, but no people of color, it doesn't make any sense. It's 2022, you know. So we're just at the beginning of the change. But I think to start a change is better than never having started it.
I think there are aliens, and I think we have droids. So she could be referring to the Milky Way, but I don't see any chunks. I don't know. I think she's lying. Or maybe being hyper-bubba-ballistic.
True international average of pressure.
Yeah, that. I'm not accusing her of racism. Maybe she just likes black people. If you had to buy a whole lot of ice cream you didn't want, well, that's a whole lot less other ice cream you wanted. Seems kind of discriminatory. Why would there be an ice cream ratio anyway? You might even be called a ice creamer.
You feel sad for the little creamer? That is because you're crazy.
Continued in part 2.